Good morning. It's Friday. Yay. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to take a moment to just land here and hopefully give all of you who are planning to join me today a chance to land. Today, we are going to be talking about the key to all receiving. So, welcome. Nice way to end the week, nice way to start the weekend. And if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I am a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I am passionate about sharing the message, teaching, offering all that I can to help people receive their fulfillment with greater ease by unlearning struggle. So here at Rise and Receive, every morning, Monday through Friday at 9:30, I pull one card from my new Receive card deck, which will be coming out. Now it's looking like new year, new you, new opportunities, and sharing a receiving principle with you to help you start your day ready to receive what you most want by unlearning struggles. So I'll read you a card, we'll unpack it, and then I'll send you off on your day with a willingness mantra that's designed to really activate the energy of invitation, because that is the heart of receiving. So if you're not already settled in, I invite you to do that. Sit back, take a breath, and let these words wash over you, because the card that I pulled today is called, or is entitled, Be Aware. Be aware. This is the key to all receiving. Okay, so here it goes. Imagine a river teeming with life-giving supply. Your relationship with this river determines your capacity to receive all that it offers. If you related to the river as a fish, you'd likely be unable to know how utterly blessed and abundant your environment is. You wouldn't see the river itself. You would only see what is in the river, unconscious and unaware. If you related to the river as a swimmer, you'd likely see the vast power and abundance of the river, yet you would remain in the river, relying on effort to get out of it what you want. You might dive for treasure or merely stay afloat. It might be fun, it might be hard work, and you might struggle if you didn't know how to swim or when it was time to rest. If you related to the river as a camper on the banks, you'd be keenly aware of a steady, abundant source of supply. You'd sit back, cast your net, and receive all that the river has to offer. You might receive sticks and leaves sometimes, but you'd always know that fish and edible plants would reveal themselves, for this is the nature of the river. The river is as life itself, offering kindness and abundant supply. Your capacity to receive what life offers, however, depends on how you relate to life. Your mind, your thoughts, and your level of awareness is the key to everything. Like the fish, you can be completely unaware of the abundance of life, lost in your thoughts and your mind, only able to see what you seek. Like the swimmer, you can remain in your thoughts, playing, working, or struggling with the activity of your mind, efforting to make life happen according to your will. Or like the camper, you can stand back, allow a space, and become aware of what life is offering at any given moment. Your thoughts, your feelings, your do-wants, your don't-wants, and receive everything as sacred. You receive all day long. Next time you find yourself working too hard to receive, or believe that you are not receiving, stop, breathe, and consider whether you've become like the fish or the swimmer. Then become aware of all that you are taking for granted. Receive it fully, for this is what you're receiving from life right now. As you become aware of all that you are receiving, your capacity to receive more and better expands. So take that in. Come back and listen to it again if something landed or something just kind of percolated, a feeling within you, and let it keep going deeper. And with that, I'd like to offer you your willingness mantra for the day. Take it on, breathe it, say it, remember it, and notice what starts to show up in your awareness. Here it goes. I am willing to be aware of all the good I am receiving right now. I am willing to be aware of all the good that I am receiving right now. Okay, so I hope you're liking this. I hope that it is stimulating some food for thought. And as I unpack this today, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the activity of the mind and how awareness is the key to all receiving. When I teach a very simple 3-step method for receiving, which is really just a matter of becoming conscious of something that's happening for you all day long, every moment of your life. The first step is awareness. Okay, so awareness is something that occurs in the mind. It's an activity of the mind. Okay, it's actually beyond that, but for the sake of talking about this today, it'll be easier to understand it as an activity of the mind. Although awareness is something that, in truth, awareness actually observes the activity of the mind. Okay, but for now, we're going to talk about things that are happening up here. All right. Now, the masculine model of power uses the mind as a tool, as a sharp tool. It is a problem solver. It gathers information, it analyzes, it organizes, it dissects, it labels, it puts together puzzles, and it helps to execute a plan. And the masculine model of power, I like to use the analogy of it being like a hunter. Okay, the feminine model of power actually does the opposite when it's up here. All right, it's about awareness. So the way I've kind of separated it out so you can start to look at this is the feminine model with awareness. What it does is it actually lets go of what it's seeing occurring in its mind. It opens up and it receives all that is here, all that is perceivable. Okay. So it's an opening up, a leaning back, and a letting go. That's what awareness is. It's a leaning back and a receiving and a taking it all in and becoming conscious. Okay, just like that piece that I read is you are receiving all day long. You're just not aware of it. So we become aware of it. One of the easiest ways to become aware of what you're receiving right now is to simply ask yourself, what are you taking for granted? It's right here. It's blessing your life. It can be your health. It can be your sense of well-being. It can be the air that you breathe. It can be the food in your cupboard. It can be the car in your parking lot. It can be the friendships that you have. You are receiving. This is in your life right here, right now. But like the fish, we don't even become aware of it. We don't even know. So we're looking at what we're seeking. And of course, if we're seeking, we're perceiving lack. So it's a leaning back to open your eyes and become aware of what's right here, right now. Letting go of the hunting, the seeking, and standing back. The masculine is the opposite. It zeroes in. It identifies a target on the horizon. It closes in rather than opening up, and it can dissect or organize. It actually cuts into smaller pieces that which is big, okay, putting it into boxes. So when you are over relying on the masculine model of power, you can be like the fish or the swimmer. You can have fun with the mind. It's great. But when you're over relying on it, when you don't know when to stop working hard, when you don't know how to let go and receive, that's when struggle happens. So it's an opportunity to stop and notice and expand into the feminine model and become aware and lean back. And because your consciousness creates your reality, you're focused on receiving right now, which expands your capacity to receive right now. Okay? Wherever your attention goes, the energy flows. So I'm going to give you one more example to really highlight this. One of my teachers, Sadhguru, talks about how the mind as a tool is something like a knife in a kitchen. You want it to be sharp. You want it to be, as fit as possible. That's a great thing. He says, but if you were to present a flower, okay, and give the perceiver an opportunity to really enjoy and receive and celebrate the flower, if you rely on the mind is going to take the flower and chop it up into pieces, dissect it, analyze it, put it under a microscope, maybe determine the exact color and the exact reference and give it, fragrance and give it a name, okay? That would be one way to relate to the flower, okay? But if you were to lean into the feminine would lean back, become aware through all of the senses of the flower, experience it fully, take in the colors, take in the fragrance. It would not be dissecting it. It would be taking all of it. And that's what receiving actually is. Receiving is about experiencing fully. It's not about getting or capturing. It's experiencing fully. And as we open up to that awareness about what receiving actually is, we start to open up to fulfillment. That's what all of us are seeking, whether we're aware of it or not. It's a fulfillment. It's being full and filled with all of who we are and all of what life offers. So that is your opportunity for today. Be aware. Be aware. If you notice yourself struggling, stop, breathe, step back, and be aware of what you are receiving right now. And know that receiving begets receiving. So here's your mantra for the day. Once again, I am willing to be aware of all the good that I am receiving right now. So I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend, and come back on Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m., Rise and Receive. I hope you'll like, share, check out the free resources and possible next steps to learn more. If your curiosity is piqued, the links are above and below, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. And thanks for being here. All right, see you on Monday. Bye-bye.